Welcome, welcome, welcome! This is Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen ship rundown. I thought this time we would actually go with a bigger ship. I know a lot of people are fans of the bigger ships, so we may do a few videos over the next few days on some of the bigger ships that are flyable in the game. So again, we're in our Revel in York hangar. And let's take a look at today's ship. Might have seen this in a previous video. This is the Starfarer. And the Starfarer actually comes in two variants. They have the regular Starfarer, and then they have the Starfarer Gemini. Now, what are the differences, you ask? Well, the differences are that the Starfarer itself is just a plain old fuel transport. It's designed to carry fuel. It's also a refueler, so like if you have fighters and whatnot, you should be able to refuel directly in space from the Starfarer. As you notice, this is a massive ship. I mean, we're not even standing next to it yet. The Starfarer Gemini, or the Star G, as some people call it, is a military variant of the same ship. Let's see if I can back up here with the camera. You can see this thing is just absolutely massive. The military variant, of course, is for more hostile environments. We'll give you a walk around on this thing. It comes with a lot more armor and heavy plating along the hull. It also has more weapons, or more powerful weapons. I do absolutely love the landing gear on this thing. That is just too cool. You can see all the tanks here in the back for carrying the fuel. I believe they said it should be able to carry other things as well, like water, and just, you know, you should be able to convert it to do some different, to have some different inventory in it. I like the engines on that thing. They're super huge. I really like the brushed aluminum-like look of the hull. It's got MISC on there. I do believe that the Starfarer Gemini was a retrofit from Aegis, which is another manufacturer in the verse. This one, of course, is made by MISC. Do you want to take a look on the inside? Let's take a look inside. So there's a couple ways to get in, but only one of them when it's on land. The other one would be EVA. And you're like, okay, well, how do I get in this thing? I just walk right under it. It has a ramp right here where it says caution, keep clear. A ramp will descend. And there's a little button right here. You press it, and that ramp comes out and drops to the floor. So with a ramp like this, you could actually drive ground vehicles into this thing if you wanted to. There are some videos out there of people parking different ships in here, like Merlins. So that's pretty cool. And how about we close this bad boy up? You can see the animation from the interior. It's got the huge bulkhead there. Should lock shut. This is the standard cargo area. Again, you can park different vehicles in here. You can carry all sorts of different types of cargo, but obviously it doesn't have a whole heck of a lot of cargo that you can put in here. Decent space. Probably one of the bigger cargo carriers, other than maybe the Caterpillar, that are currently in the game. I want to say that this space is probably a little bigger than even the Constellation Andromeda's. And you got all these button things here. A lot of the stuff we'll be able to use in 3.0 or beyond. We've got several jump seats here if you're carrying some passengers or even some Marines. And let's go forward here. Different corridors. Now this is an EVA hatch here. As you can see, it goes down and out. This would be one of the escape pods. Another escape pod. And that's pretty much all this room is for. It's called, I mean, it's like an airlock. So when you come in from outside, you just come in here and then press the air in here, and you would be good to go throughout the ship. More seats over here. And then this is a long stairway. So we've got two different ways we can go. Right now I'm just going to go right in here. This is another air-sealed room, it looks like, because it leads to the outside. So out here is how you have direct access to your fuel tanks, which they have no function yet in the game, but they will. They will. All these fuel tanks here, and then out here. Now, also in the game right now, you're not EVA when you're on this platform. You'd actually have to run and jump off of the platform to go EVA. So it has some sort of artificial gravity on this whole platform here, which is good because you wouldn't want to float off in the middle of space whenever you're trying to refuel people's ships. Now there's also a lift here. Better get out of the way. And this will take us up to the next deck. Where I believe you have some more escape pods. And of course another lift there. And the engine room. So that bad boy will be spinning in the game to give you your artificial gravity and probably a little bit of your shields. I don't know where the shield generators are. So, but this is where your engineer would be. And then you have a couple of other rooms off to the side here. I'm telling you, this thing is just a huge, huge ship. So, more escape pods. Now this is a unique thing to this ship right now. You'll have it on some other ships, but it's a crawl space. So you can have access to these access panels. You know, all these panels and stuff you'll be able to use to make repairs and that sort of thing. This is maintenance, cargo. So one thing I do like about this ship is on the regular Starfarer, it tells you, it kind of gives you directions on where certain things are. So if you get lost, you'll be able to find out where you're at. So the living quarters is off to the left. This is not the living quarters, it's more maintenance area here. But that's the other end where we just went through right there. So I just wanted to show you that it does come back around. So we need to use the lift. And now we're going to be in the living quarters area. So in here is your cafeteria. More or less. This is where everybody's gonna, your kitchen, that sort of thing. It even has some sort of oven or something under there. Interesting. Storage bins. This is your captain's quarters. There was a chair here before. My guess is they'll put that back in. You got the bed here, the nice little space blanket. I think I had that blanket when I was a kid. And then your space toilets and all of that. Your shower, so the toilet will disappear so that you can get in here and shower. It's an all-in-one. And then here you can actually see the corridor outside. So here is an access to go down. We can look at that here in a little bit. This is the maintenance access, the elevator that we were just on. Oh, this is a turret, by the way. So, more maintenance access. And then crew quarters. So, this would be your area where you have your woman's room and your men's room. Take a shower, do all their stuff that they need to there. This is, of course, the beds. Pretty basic. And little closets for everybody. So it's got berths for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 individuals. Plus the captain, of course. Actually, I was going to show you that other access here. So again, we are in another access point here where you can actually, you saw this room earlier, by the way, where you can actually crawl down into another part of the ship. Of course, you have to actually crawl. And then duck walk. We're going to actually go back because there's another ladder down that I want to show you. Let me go back. Maybe we'll have to crawl out. Alright, let's crawl back through here. Hope we don't encounter some space rats in this area. That would be horrible. And we'll go down this ladder here. Pretty much seen everything at the top except for one of the turrets, or two of the turrets rather. So now we are actually in the cargo area again, as you can see. We go over here, we're back to the airlock that goes outside. We come over here, we are now overlooking the cargo area. This is how you would handle a lot of your cargo from this section of the ship. This next area, you have more escape pods for the bridge crew. And then this is the actual bridge. So you have 4 stations and then the captain's seat. So each of these stations will have a different function. Of course, you've got the captain's seat here. And if it'll let me sit down, it won't let me sit. I may have to do the full camera tour in the next part. Won't let me sit in any of the chairs here. But very detailed ship here. Looks a lot like the Freelancer and then the style that they have this window. Not the easiest ship to see out of. It's big and slow, so it's not going to be a dogfighter. I've only got one other section to show you. So we go upstairs here. I do need to show you where the other turrets are. And this may take me a minute to actually find because I don't remember exactly the easiest way to get there. Maintenance level access 3. Back in the crew quarters. I don't think you can get it from this area. We're actually going to go into this turret though, so I can show you at least one turret here. I may have to load up the Gemini for the other one. So this turret's up on top of the ship. And I'll give you another look around the ship here. So we're in that top turret right there. The Gemini has the other 2 turrets that will actually be on the tail of the ship in the back. So it'll be on either one of those 2 wings here on the back, which is pretty cool. The regular Starfarer only has the turret that's on top. So, if you like my videos, I appreciate it if you gave me a thumbs up, subscribe, share with your friends. If you're new to Star Citizen and it's a game that you think you might be interested in playing, you can go to the robertspaceindustries.com website and sign up. I have a referral code down below that will actually give you extra credits starting the game, so please take advantage of that. Whoa, we're clipping out. My organization is Texas. If you're interested in joining an org, I'll have that information down below. Some of my previous videos, I did not have the correct link to our org page down there. I have updated that since, thanks to a subscriber who informed me that I had the wrong URL in there. So that is up to date. If you want to join the org, we're always looking for new members. We try not to be overly picky, but we do have a certain standard of person that we want in the org. It's got the air intakes here in the front too. Very nice. You can see the guns on the cheeks just like the Freelancer, which we haven't gone over the Freelancer yet. We'll do a video on that too. But again, this is the Starfarer Rundown Part 1. I'll bring you Rundown Part 2. And this is Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy. I'll see you out in the verse.